Welcome back, guys. I got another treat for you today. Another TJ Fischer. I told you that my buddy George sent me 3, and I did the review on the prototype Cobra that was just yesterday's video on Sunday, Easter Sunday. This video came out, and today's Monday night. I'm filming. TJ launched pre-orders for your very own version of the Cobra. So check out my video below. I'll put that in the description, or reach out to TJ on Facebook and Instagram. There are a few available to pre-order right now. Check out the video and go look at either my Facebook. I linked to Todd's post, or check out Todd on Instagram and Facebook for details on ordering a Cobra of your own. But today I want to talk about this guy here, the TJ Fischer launch. This is, again, a full custom with exotic materials. We can argue if this is custom or not later. Watch my video, and we'll talk about that one. So let's dive into the specs on this guy. This is smaller than the Cobra, and we'll do some size comparisons towards the end, so stay tuned for that. Close length is 4 9/16. Overall length is 8 1/8 inches. The blade length is 3.48, and the edge length is also 3.48. The edge length is probably a little bit smaller than that because there is a pretty big, kind of wedge here. But yeah, let's see. If I measure all the way to the edge, you're at that's 3.48. But right up to where the edge of the blade is, the cutting edge is probably 3.12, give or take. But anyway, 3.5-inch blade, give or take. The blade steel, this is a low layer Sanmai from a small forge in the UK. TJ bought one billet from him and made 2 knives. This is one of the 2. And it's a, low layer. But TJ said that it was great material to work with, and it kind of machined well and ground well, and he will be ordering some more from him shortly. We like to support those small guys. The blade thickness on this is 0.19. The weight, I weighed it 7.5. I didn't write it down on my notes, but it was 7.5 ounces. The overall thickness, up here at the front, it's 0.66 thick, and all the way it kind of tapers up in the back to a thickest point of 0.70. That's minus the clip. And it runs on bearings. Super great action. If I could get my fingers out of the way. So you'll notice it has a stabilized redwood scales on both sides. And if I haven't smudged them up too bad yet, it's zirconium bolster on both sides that you get a lot of smudging on. So I really tried to keep these clean, but it's really hard to do when you're actually handling the knife. And a zirconium clip. What also is very cool is you have that same stabilized redwood as a pivot collar on both sides. I was really kind of blown away. I didn't even notice that when I first got it. And then while I was talking to TJ on the phone Saturday, asking some questions about this and the Cobra, I noticed it, and I had to ask him. I'm like, are you serious? He goes, yeah. So it's a really cool, I think the zirconium and the redwood came out really great. The other thing that TJ does as just a course of business is whenever he's using a Damascus blade, whether it's a Sanmai or whatever, he always offers as an option, or as a typical course of business, to use the same Damascus material that the blade is for the spine or backspacer, whatever you want to call it. And this is a floating backspacer, floating spine. And I'm actually going to kind of zoom in on this to show some of these details. I think, and I am sure there are other knife makers that do the Damascus backspacers, or they match the blade steel in the backspacer. I'm sure there's other people. I've never personally seen it done. TJ had not seen it done, but it's something that he does just as a matter of fact. I think that takes the knife to a whole new level. That attention to detail, and excuse the smudges on the zirconium, that attention to detail to use the Damascus as the backspacer, that is worth the price of admission to me. Same with using the redwood as the pivot collar. Outstanding. Simply outstanding. Hidden hardware on the pocket clip, which is also zirconium. And then on the inside, and it's really kind of hard to see, I'm going to grab my light here. I think I can show. The inside of the liners are jeweled, or engine turned, if you will. They've got some jeweling on the inside of the liners. Again, that is an attention to detail that most people aren't going to see, but it's just his little added touch to put the details in where you're not necessarily even going to see it. Bravo, good job. I have a couple of other Damascus bladed knives that, now that I'm thinking back on it, would have been awesome to have that same Samurai Damascus as part of the spine backspacer. I love that detail. So this one is a liner lock, as I said before. It's executed really well, flips very nice. We'll do a couple size comparisons here. I gotta kind of flip it this way. I'm having trouble with the lighting. I gotta figure out my lighting. It's just, yeah. Anyway, let's see. Against the Cobra, just because, well, let's just do a Todd Fischer dig. So it's quite a bit smaller. I'm not sure if the Cobra is the biggest thing that TJ has ever made, but it is on the bigger side. The Launch is the small size, and the Kamehameha, which I'll do a video on in another day or two, which is also custom. It's a full dress. It's also more similar to the Launch size. So let's show this up against the, since we're kind of sticking with Damascus theme today, the Civivi Asticus, a little bit longer. Two totally different knives, okay? They don't really necessarily belong in the same table or the same picture, but, hey, that's what you get. And then here is the Todd Big Steelcraft Field Marshal, also with a Damasteel blade rather than the Damascus blade, but just to kind of give you size comparison. And then while we're here, and I totally forgot the Sharpie. Whoa, sorry guys. I usually start out with the Sharpie. Man, live TV, what can I tell you? I don't really do editing or do videos over again because, well, I just don't. How about the Chris Reeve Sabenza Large 21? Roughly the same size. Actually, I think the Launch is just a hair shorter. It's a little deceiving because the camera is here and we're looking out. It's not directly overhead. Although I've thought about that. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think of the camera angle. I thought about maybe rigging up a mount to go straight over the table and go straight down. I don't know. Anyway, I cannot thank my buddy George enough for allowing me to show these knives off and to, handle them and, whatnot for a few days, because it really kind of helped me talk with TJ and order myself one of the Cobras that he's making currently. So I'm very pleased how that all worked out. So let me know what you think down in the description below. Go check out my other video on the Cobra, and if you're interested, get in on a pre-order for that. And stay tuned another day or two for the Kamehameha from TJ. So thanks for watching, guys. I greatly do appreciate it. Have yourselves a great day, and we'll see you in the next one.